Hey everybody, this is Dan at Adventure Harley-Davidson. We're here today to talk about suspension, probably one of the most overlooked upgrades that you can make to your Harley-Davidson. A lot of reasons to update your suspension. One, obviously, is performance. Second is comfort. The other is safety. So there are a lot of reasons to update your suspension. One of the primary functions of the suspension is to keep the tires in contact with the ground. If you've ever been out riding, especially in Ohio with the kind of roads we have around here, potholes and really speed bumps almost in the middle of the road. When you hit those bumps, especially going around the corner, you've probably felt your bike hop one way or the other. A good suspension system will help keep your tires in contact with the ground. They'll also make it much more comfortable to ride. So you can do all kinds of suspension upgrades on the front end, on the back of the bike. You can raise or lower the suspension. You can also make the suspension, again, just a full-on performance suspension if you would like. So the first thing I want to talk about here is we have some Legend suspension inserts for front forks. These are a Revo front suspension insert. They give you the option to either lower or raise the motorcycle. Again, lowering it for a lot of customers makes them more comfortable. They can get their feet flat on the ground and get a little more control over the bike. And in most cases, you can lower the bike anywhere from 1 to 2 inches. The other thing that you'll find with a front suspension upgrade with something like this is you'll do away with some of that dive that you have with the bike when you go into a corner or when you brake hard. If you've ever been out on the road, you hit the brake, you feel the front end of the bike dive a little bit. These will help eliminate some of that, make it much more comfortable and much safer to ride. The rear suspension seems to be what a lot of people go to begin with, and I've got 3 different shocks here to talk about. The first one is Legend's Revo shock. It is a coil-over shock, which is standard on a Harley-Davidson. They're very easily adjustable. You can simply twist the collar at the bottom to adjust the spring rate. These are a much improved shock over what you would get on the bike originally. Again, it's a standard oil and gas over coil spring. Again, these come in different heights. You can buy these in anywhere from a 12 to 13-inch shock. Again, you can raise or lower the motorcycle. And one of the things that we do with these shocks when we put them on is we want to make sure that the shocks are set up right. So one of the things that you should do with the suspension when you set it up, especially ones from Legend, is they recommend that you have about 3/4 of an inch sag on the rear of the bike once the shocks are installed with whatever load you typically carry on the bike. What that allows the suspension to do, the rear suspension, is actually move with the road. Like I mentioned earlier, it helps keep the tire in contact with the road. This shock is a pretty standard replacement. Again, it only has the one adjustment, which is the preload on the spring. The second we have here is the Revo A. This shock actually has the coil spring adjustment. It also has a rebound adjustment on it as well. So what the rebound adjustment allows you to do is also set the rebound of the shock so that not only does the coil spring have pressure on it, but when it rebounds, you can control how quickly that shock rebounds. Again, gives you more adjustability, gives you a better opportunity to create a custom suspension setup and keep the bike safer and a little higher performance level. The last one is the Revo Arc. These are typically what's considered a full-on performance suspension. They have the coil spring on them with the adjustability on the coil spring and the preload. They have the rebound adjustment. They also have an external reservoir. The point of the external reservoir is to actually carry more fluid. So if you're somebody that rides very aggressively, you like to performance ride, you're building a performance bike that you're going to corner a lot, the extra fluid helps keep it cool. The fluid will help keep the fluid from getting warm, degrading, and the suspension going away from you when you actually are riding the bike very, very aggressively. We have all of these available. They can also be set up and you can buy shocks to match the style of your bike. So these are all in black. You can also get these shocks in a natural color, which is a clear coat, silver, very nice looking, and you can get them in a gold. In addition to the Harley-Davidson and the Legend suspension upgrades, we can get you just about anything you want. So we also have availability to progressive suspension, Fox suspension, all kinds of different ones out there, just about anything that you can think of. So if there's something that you want to look at for your bike, again, anything from a standard upgrade, just to make the bike a little more comfortable, a little safer, to full-on performance, give us a call or come in and see us. We'll be glad to sit down with you and figure out exactly what you want to do with your motorcycle.
Hey guys, this is Chase here at Adventure Harley-Davidson to talk to you a little bit about the comfort of your motorcycle. So we're fully immersed in riding season now, and one of the main things when it comes to riding your motorcycle is being comfortable. So first thing I want to talk about to you is seats. Harley-Davidson offers a variety of seats for you, whether you're a tall rider trying to scoot back a little bit, or you're a short rider trying to move forward some. There's a whole variety of seats for you, but today I'm going to focus on the hammock seat. So as you can see, this has demo written all over it, which is part of our demo program, which I'll talk a little bit about here shortly. As I flip this guy over with our hammock seat, come around to the side here, has a built-in suspension system in it. So there's a piece of fabric suspended in the front of the driver to the back seat of the driver. The fabric is 2 inches above the seat pin there, so it's stretching whenever you're hitting bumps. It works like an internal suspension system. As well, for the passenger, there's some boards that run up through here, fiberglass boards that are suspended above the seat pan as well. And whenever you're hitting bumps for the passenger, the boards are flexing too. The seat has an internal suspension system. So when it comes to the ultimate touring style seat, this guy right here is the one for you. Now, new this year, Harley also released their heated and cooled seats. As you can see, this is a demo seat as well. We offer these for you. We have the pigtail and everything to plug it in for you so we can actually put it on your bike. You can try it. We'll plug it in, make sure the heated and cooled is going to do what you want to do for you. And if you like it, great, we have these seats here for you. And if not, well, then we'll move on to a different one to try and suit you. And after our seats here, we're going to talk about some highway pegs. So these guys here, the main purpose of a highway peg, if you don't know, is to get you a little bit of room to stretch out on the motorcycle. You're on, again, a highway peg. You're on the highway, you're going on a long cruise. You need to get a little bit more comfortable. These here will usually mount to an engine guard if your bike has one. If not, there's some other options out there. But anyways, these guys are going to mount on your engine guard, and then you have a choice of your style of peg, depending on what you have on your motorcycle. If you have a specific theme, Harley has the pegs to go along with it, so you can continue to match everything out. But we mount them on your engine guard. That way when you're going down the road, you can actually stretch out a little bit on the long cruises. And we also offer a variety of windshields for you. Again, taller riders, taller windshields, shorter riders, shorter windshields. This specific one in my hand is one of our demo windshields. It works in the same way as the seat. But anyways, with this windshield here specifically, it's our wind splitter style. You can vaguely notice there that's got a slight curvature at the top of it and some dimples on the side here to create a pocket of air where the air is shooting up over you and around the sides of you. These are what we offer for demo. Of course, we have other windshields for you as well. Stop in and see us and we'll figure something out for you. So with our passenger backrest here, this is all about passenger comfort. Of course, when you're on the back of the motorcycle, you want to be sitting comfortable. You want to be able to lean back and relax a little bit, so to speak. You don't want to have to be holding on the entire time. These guys right here are going to help you do that. So all of our backrests these days are detachable, so they're going to slide onto the motorcycle and snap down into place. And then if you want to take it off, you pull a little trigger here and you can slide it right back off. Again, there's a variety of heights available for all of our different motorcycles, different pad sizes, narrow, tall. You see right here is one of our mid-sized pads. It fits right under there. They also offer skinnier pads for a little bit streamlined look. Again, there's a multitude of different options for you. Stop in and we'll get those figured out for you. And then we're going to talk handlebars. So handlebars cover a variety of different things, mostly comfort. Of course, there's a little bit of style involved too. As you can see, these guys here have the little curved points to the top side of them, give you a little bit more of a look. But the biggest thing with handlebars, a lot of our customers feel like they're kind of slouched down when they're riding, so a little bit taller bar gets them to sit upright. We're not talking ape hangers hanging 20 inches in the air, nothing like you see on the internet these days, but a good set of handlebars, different sizes, heights, and widths. Again, through all what Harley offers and what we can get our hands on, there are a million options for you. Stop in, we'll take some measurements and get an idea and get you a set of handlebars that's going to treat you real nice. And along with handlebars, if you're wanting to be comfortable and if you're someone that likes to ride throughout the entire season, heated grips. So you're early in the morning, you're headed to work, it's a little bit chilly outside. Turn these bad boys on here, they're going to warm up a little bit. As you know, if your hands and feet get cold, your whole body's cold. So keeping your hands warm is a necessity when on a motorcycle riding throughout the season. Harley offers a variety of options for us. What we see right here is the Streamliner collection. Again, same with the foot pegs I was speaking about. Harley has a full variety of options for you, so we can mix and match and get you a look on your motorcycle that's specific to what you want and what you like.